क्लास 11th। आज आपका टॉपिक है प्रोटीन्स। प्रोटीन्स आर आल्सो मैक्रोमॉलिक्यूल्स, बायोमॉलिक्यूल्स, and these are heteropolymers, heteropolymeric compounds. Heteropolymeric compounds having high molecular weight, and it was Johannes J. Berzelius in 1838 who has coined the term protein. These proteins are actually bodybuilding compounds. These are made up of polypeptide chains. That means they are made up of chains of amino acids. There may be long chains containing more than 50 amino acids. These chains may be straight, they may be branched, they may be coiled, and they may also show supercoiling. Different types of chains are present due to the combination of the amino acids. The proteins are having two terminals. One is N-terminal amino acid chain, one terminal amino acid, the starting point, and the end is known as C-terminal amino acid. Last amino acid, C-terminal amino acid, the first amino acid, N-terminal amino acid. These amino acids join as the carboxylic group of one combines with the amino group of other, and the water molecule is eliminated at this step. The amino acid is combined by the combination of carboxylic acid of one amino acid with the amino group of another amino acid, removal of water molecule at this point, and the bond formed, which is known as polypeptide bond. It is known as peptide bond. Peptide bond is formed between the amino acids. Now, the most common amino acid present in animals is collagen, and the most common protein, collagen is also protein present in the animals, but in plants the most common protein is rubisco. Rubisco means ribulose, biphosphate, carboxylase, oxygenase. Full form of rubisco, a plant protein is ribulose, biphosphate, carboxylase, oxygenase. Now the proteins, they are the macromolecules, they have different structures. In some, the structure is in the form of straight chain. Straight chain is present in some proteins, straight chain of amino acids, as in case of insulin. Insulin is a protein having two straight amino acid chains, one consisting of 21 amino acids, another chain consisting of 30 amino acids. Total 51 amino acids are present in insulin. These are the straight chain amino acids forming a protein which is known as the primary protein, and the structure is known as primary structure. That means some proteins have primary structure, straight chain of amino acids, as in case of insulin. There are some proteins which have secondary structure. In secondary structure, what happens? The proteins show coiling, CTS coiling in the form of CTS. This structure, it is known as secondary structure, as in case of keratin. Keratin is a protein which is having a secondary structure. Now there is another structure which is known as the tertiary structure. Tertiary structure of protein In tertiary structure, the coiling is more dense coiling, overlapping. Only one side is visible, other side is not visible. The outermost peptide bonds are seen, the inner peptide bonds are not seen. This is known as the structure, tertiary structure, as in case of, we can say, fibrin. It is having the second tertiary structure. There is another large structure in which there is supercoiling, forming a globular protein, as in case of HB, hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is having a supercoiling made up of amino acids supercoiled over each other. The amino acids form a globular protein. Like in the case of hemoglobin, it is having a structure which is known as quaternary structure. Quaternary structure. That is, hemoglobin is having quaternary structure. There are simple proteins as well as conjugated proteins. Simple proteins and conjugated proteins. Simple proteins are those proteins which are made up of only amino acids. There is no mixture, no sulfur, no phosphorus, no any other substance. These are simply made up of amino acids. But some amino acid chains are mixed. They are containing prosthetic group. The protein is not simple, that is known as conjugated protein. Conjugated proteins contain prosthetic groups. Conjugated proteins are not simple proteins. Conjugated proteins contain other substances in addition to amino acids. Conjugated proteins contain additional substances like glycoprotein. Glycoprotein is a conjugated protein. Glycoprotein. Functions of proteins we will study in next chapter inshallah.